Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. Last video we were on 530D, Team 530D, and we got a bunch of things done on this, and today we're going to do an all service on the 520. So what I'll do is I'll introduce you to Mr. 520D, and and he'll explain more on what we're going to do today. Hi guys, 520D here. We're going to be doing an all service today on the infamous N47 engine. I do it every 5,000 miles or so. Last done at 132,000 and now I'm 137, so I thought why not show you guys how to do that. Vital really on these engines, they are set to long life from factory, and a lot of people went sort of 15 to 19,000, 20,000 miles without even servicing the vehicle, which caused issues with the chain. So what I'll do today, guys, without further ado, is I will show you how to do a complete oil service on this engine. Let's crack on with the video. Alright. So what I'm going to do first is unscrew the oil cap, put some motor flush in, leave the car running for 10 minutes to get up to operating temperature, and then we'll go ahead and jack the car up and then drain the oil from underneath. Right, so that's now emptied. So what we'll do now is we'll start the car up, and I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes time. Right guys, so you join me 10 minutes later. So let's start cracking on with the top end, getting the oil filter undone, taking the engine cover off, and then what I'll do is I'll bring you down to the bottom, and then we'll do that and drain that all out. So firstly, engine cover off, nice and easy, like so. Next thing to then worry about is your oil filter housing. So what we'll do is we need to get a 32mm and take this off. And what this will enable us to do is allow air to be pulled in, so the oil will then come out the bottom. It stops a vacuum being created and just enables oil flow. So we'll do this first. Right, we'll just let that drain. We'll leave that open like that, just there, and I'll go underneath the car, and yeah, we'll set up for the drain plug to get all the oil out. Right guys, so here is a 17mm. That's the socket you need for the drain plug. There will also be a door here, and I've taken mine off already, but that's fine. All you need to do now is just get your 17mm and just crack it like that. Make sure the oil pan is underneath, and then just gently drop this down, and then we'll let this drain. And what we'll do, guys, is once this is completely drained, is we can then move up to the top and do the oil filter, making sure this is nice and clean. So guys, I've cleaned up the drain plug and then put a new copper washer on. So now I'm happy that there's no more oil coming out. We can then put this back in and then remove this and clear up, and then we can move to the top of the car. That's nice and tight. It's not too tight. I'm always quite careful when doing these up. It is an aluminium block after all. So that's all done, that's all tight. That won't leak anymore, so we can now pull this out, and then we can then drop the car and put the oil filter in, and then start refilling. Right, so we can now tackle the oil filter. So that's already been pre-loosened, so we can now just unscrew this by hand and pull this out carefully. Okay, so got the filter here, so we've just got to wrestle this off and get this off. There you go, that's nice and easy. So we'll leave it there for a second. So just to make you guys aware, there is actually a guide pin here. So you need to make sure this slot's in the housing properly. So if you spin it around, you see it drops. So ready, look, and drop. That's how I would install it, just like that, and then you can put the cap back on. But firstly, we just need to replace the O-ring. So I'll get this off with a pick. There it goes. So what I'm now going to do is slide this back over, but I'm just going to lube this up quickly. Just using any old oil. I've got a bit of old 030 BMW oil here, so I'll use that. But any oil will do. And right, just simply stretch it over and then roll it down into its groove, and there you go, nice and sorted. So we can pop it back on now. You do have to give it a bit of a push down because it needs to start locking on. But eventually it will go on like so. And there you go, just nipped it up there. So that's all done, so we'll just clean that off. And yeah, we're now on to the filling stage. So it's a nice and easy job, guys. You really should try it yourself. We're just on to the final steps now. We just need to refill this oil. So firstly, I'm going to put about 4 litres in, and then check the dipstick over there. And then what we'll do in the car, it's got electronic dipstick as well, we'll just make sure it's level, the level is correct. Right, so first litre is going in, second litre, third litre, and a fourth litre. Right, so we just check the dipstick now, which is just here. Pop that back in and check level. So I would say it's literally just on the bottom of the little minimum line there, so just below minimum. So we've got to keep going at least another litre or so yet. I'll pour it directly in now because there isn't much left in here. Sorry about the weather, guys, but as you can see, it's tipping down and it is now blowing a gale, so it's not the best conditions. And there you go, I'll try and capture this on camera, but I've actually got 3/4, so all I do is I'll add a tad more, but first I'll run this up because it will probably drop. So we'll do that and I'll join you in a minute. Right guys, so filled up another litre in the end, so that's nice and level now. Engine saying all level is okay, so what I'll do now is put the covers back on, go for a drive, make sure everything's okay, and yeah, jobs are good in there. That's a nice quick tutorial on how to do an N47 service. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So there you go guys, that's how you change the oil and do an oil service on an M47 engine. Hope you guys enjoyed that, hope you found that informative. As I say, really vital on these highly strung engines for chain reliability and also just general health of the engine. So if you like what you see today, give us a like and a thumbs up. He's back. Like, comment, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Can we do the 5:30 next week again? Yeah, sure, I suppose so. Hit the music.